2-0 and some goals, and I know you always have to kind of look at the other side when you're a coach, but it must be what you'd hope for regarding this start.
Well, obviously it's better than the alternative, and we put a lot of time and energy into our start, those first two games, planning for Calgary, trying to put our game in place, and we've had some tremendous performances from some individuals. The team has played a little bit up and down. But that's to be expected, I think, at the beginning of the year. So we've got a lot of growth ahead of us, both collectively and individually. But it's a little more fun to come to the rink when you've got some points in the bank.
Do you think with Connor that he often gets assessed by points, and he's such a fast skater and stick handler, but do you think that maybe people will soon realize that he is a good leader and he'll fight through things and do what he can sort of on the ice? He's so competitive how badly he wants to win.
Well, I think if you're watching the game, you can see that already. Like, for me, maybe it's because I'm around him every day. It's just a given. It happens every day, and maybe we're immune to it. That's why we were so confident in putting a C on him. He leads by example. He leads every day. His teammates see it. I'm sure his teammates talk to you guys about it. He comes to play. He comes to get better. And good leaders do that, and then they have the ability to affect people around them, and I think others are affected by him. But he does do things all over the rink, over and above scoring, that you have to watch to really appreciate. But we get to see him every day, so we're spoiled.
So when he's cut in the face, he's a real hockey player now too? He's got the big
he was a real hockey player before that, and his ability to stay in the game and stay focused and get the job done with a bit of injury is a credit to him as well.
Todd, you guys got that power play goal in the second period where I called it a feeding frenzy goal, where you kept the puck alive and then Everly was able to jam it in. It seems to be, going back to your Sharks teams and some of the things I've heard you preach here, that you would be pretty pleased with a goal like that.
Well, we would, and I think any team in the league would be happy with that type of power play goal. Like, it doesn't always have to be on the top 10. They all count, and sometimes the ugly jamming away secondary or third chance goals are real important. And in that case, if you rewind it and look at it, we shot a number of times and kept the play alive to the point where we had a penalty kill tired, we had them scrambling around, and we were able to stick with it and get our noses over the puck in the blue paint. And those are real important goals, as are the nice goals, which we scored later on in the game.
Jesse Puljujärvi didn't play a lot over the last couple of periods. I mean, is this just the evaluation continues with this young man? Where are you at?
Yeah, we're going to continue to evaluate the young 18-year-old that's adjusting to life in North America, life in the National Hockey League, travel, games, the opponent. He is in a tough situation because the last 18-year-old that came in here was a little bit different than he is, and that means that we still have a ton of respect for Jesse, but it's just different when Connor came in. He was more prepared and ready to excel at this level, and even he admits he had a tough start. So we need to give this young man some time. He needs to learn a number of things about the game and about playing in the league, but we're really confident that he's going to get it and we'll have a real good player.
What's your plans for Benning, a young player? You got to get him in a game.
Well, we got to get him. We need to get him playing. It does him no good to not be playing. But I like the time that he has spent to this point with our team. He's been able to experience the NHL a little bit more. He now knows what it feels like to be in regular season games, even though he hadn't played. He's been able to practice. He's equipped now with a lot of the tools to play. It's a matter of when and where we get him involved. I can't tell you that now. I don't know myself. We've, obviously Larson had a maintenance day, and we may look at making changes, but I don't know if that will occur yet.
Larson's maintenance day is the same maintenance as 2 days.
Yep.
It's the same thing. He's obviously.
We're just resting him. He's playing a lot of minutes. Yeah.
What is it like to coach Milan Lucic so far?
It's been great. Luch brings a lot to the game that the average fan doesn't see, because it's done behind closed doors, it's done in the locker room, it's done with the way he carries himself, it's done with some of the things that he says on the bench or to his teammates. And then his play, he's a big man. He's adapting to a new team. He's adapting to a speedster for center iceman and a new line. But I thought he played heavy and hard last night, not only offensively but also defensively. You look at when we pulled the goaltender, he was really strong on the boards. He got the puck out a number of times for us, so it means a lot to our team.
Todd, you've had Eichel for a month and developed that relationship. What was your reaction to the injury, and how much of a challenge is it, like you learned from Connor last year, for a young guy to never go through that and have to deal with that for a long period?
Well, I feel for Jack. He's a great kid and a tremendous player. I really enjoyed my time with him at the World Cup. It was special. You can see all the talent and the enthusiasm he has for the game. So, you know, as an NHL entity as the whole, as entertainers, you really feel sorry for some of these guys that are getting injured, as Connor was last year, because the losers in it all are the fans, and certainly the Buffalo fans are going to miss him at home, and so will his teammates. But it happens. It takes a real strong mental approach, as Connor had last year, to overcome that type of thing. But knowing Jack, at least for a month, I think he'll have the tools to overcome it quickly.
You guys have had
Sorry, go ahead.
a number of breakaways these first two games. Is that a pace you guys can keep up? Do you want to keep seeing that? Is that an expectation?
Well, I think that's two or threefold. One, it has to do with us and a sense of timing and setting it up, but two, how the opposition plays certain situations with width or narrow, you know, their defensemen and their formations. And also it's a little bit of timing. Fresh players on the ice versus tired players on the ice, often you can pull away. And we saw that with the penalty kill. We saw that with the 5-on-5, not only for us but against us, going back to opening night. So unique situations. It's nice to get them, but I wouldn't count on 3 or 4 a night by any means.